Today we're checking out the Airaid Performance Cold Air Intake with Yellow SynthaMax Dry Filter for the 2019 and newer 2.7 liter Silverado 1500s. If you're looking for a simple bolt-on that helps the truck breathe better and feel a little more responsive, a cold air intake is one of those classic upgrades that just makes sense, so it's definitely worth looking into. The main feature why people go with this Airaid setup is a blend of performance, sound, and practicality. You're opening up the airflow compared to the restrictive factory intake, which can help the truck feel a little more awake when you tip into the throttle, and it usually adds up to that deeper intake tone that makes the engine feel more alive without being too over the top. It also looks clean under the hood with a nice clear sight window, so you can get a look at the filter with just a quick glance under the hood, so it's a performance look that's also easier to monitor for maintenance. Another big standout feature with this one is going to be the SynthaMax Dry Filter in yellow. A dry filter like this one is a popular choice because it gives you less headaches with no oiling mess, no guessing how much oil to use, and it's designed to be cleaned and reused, so it's a long-term upgrade instead of something you have to replace consistently. This intake is going to be a great option for a daily driver truck because it's meant to fit clean and keep things under the hood looking nice and tidy. And it's a smart first mod if you plan on stacking on other upgrades later. Basically, if you're wanting better breathing, a little more throttle response, and a cleaner, reusable filter style, this is exactly why you go with a kit like this. When it comes to the construction on this, you're going to be getting a durable cross-length polyurethane intake tube, and that's going to be paired with a dedicated filter setup featuring the Yellow SynthaMax Dry Filter media, designed for better airflow and easy maintenance. This kit is built to handle all that underhood heat and daily driving abuse. It's designed to mount up securely so everything stays sealed and stable once it's installed. Now, as far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right around that $400 price range. That's a great spot for a quality name brand intake to land in, especially with their reusable dry filter setup, because cheaper options tend to fit sloppy, use weak materials, or end up being more of a hassle than they're worth in the long run. When it comes to the install on this one, it's going to get rated a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can get this job done in 1 hour of your time. So now let's see exactly how this install goes with a quick video from one of our AmericanTrucks customers.
The tools we used on this install today, we used a T15 Torx wrench, flathead screwdriver, retainer clip remover, a adjustable wrench, Allen wrenches 3, 4, and 5. We used a 1/4 inch socket wrench with a 12 to 14 inch extension. And the sockets, we used a 7, 8, and 10 millimeter socket. And of course the drill, which helps on some of the screws. Some of them you don't want to because you don't want to over torque it, but some of them you do. And also, if you have a little picker tool for when you drop screws or bolts or something into the engine, that's always good to have handy because it will happen. Hi, today we are going to be installing the Airaid intake system for a 2024 Silverado 1500 with a 2.7. Okay, first we're going to remove the mass airflow sensor. We're going to pop this little red tab out, then push down and pull out. Then put that to the side. Then we're going to grab our T15 and unscrew it. And pull it out carefully, not to damage any of it, and set that to the side. Next thing we're going to do is remove the clamp. I believe that will be the 7 millimeter. Enough to loosen it there. We're also going to come around here and take off this tube. Okay, you push up and it comes off. Set that to the side. Then we are going to take our 7 millimeter extension, and if you can see down here, way down there behind the wires is where I'm going to go. Loosen that clamp. You're going to want to take off the purge valve and wiring. Then you take your little clip and you try to Pop the retainer off of there. That's already off. The next thing we're going to do is remove the bolts here with your 10mm. That will free this up. So once you unhook all that, this will pull out, and then you're going to want to take your purge valve off and your grommets. Next, you want to take your tube and put your sensor back in, your purge valve, okay, so we're going to replace this piece that went on the old one. We're going to grab this section here, put our clamp on it, clamp it down good. We're going to get our other clamp for the other side and get it prepared so we can put it on. There we go. Get it slid into place. Take our long socket, get onto there, tighten down the clamp on there. Then you want to reattach the hoses, like so, lock it down. Now we're going to work on taking the shroud off, and how you're going to do that is pop up all your little tabs and try not to lose them in the process. Once you get your cowl off, you're going to take the piece, you're going to undo this clamp, and then you're going to take this out from your intake, like so. Then we can work on taking the box off. Okay, undo this guy. You're going to take off these old bumpers, put them on here. Okay, box is in there now. We're going to secure it back down again. Intake, fresh intake right there. Make sure it goes through the new box. You're going to want to pin that back up where it was. Make sure it stayed in there. Once you get the air box back in, you want to put your little clip in for this. Once you got it on, clip that back down. Next, you want to put your joining connector and add it to your box. Make sure it's on all the way around. You're going to take your number 3 Allen wrench, grab your air sensor, plug it back in and lock it down. Next, since we got the hose all here, we're going to reconnect all of our hoses. Then we're going to grab our air filter, put it on, put the clamp easy to access. Tighten it down. Tight on there. Then you put your shroud back in. Line that back up and then put all your little pins back in. Okay, and to put this top piece back on, you're going to want to install these brackets that it comes with. You'll use the original bolts and the original bolts that went with the OEM air intake. And you'll just put the nut underneath there and the little bracket will come up and go right there. And that's how you install that and put this back together. Now we're done with the install. That's what she looks like.
All right, that's gonna wrap up our review and install of the Airaid Performance Cold Air Intake with Yellow SynthaMax Dry Filter for the 2019 and newer 2.7 liter Silverado 1500s. And for all things Silverado, keep it right here at American Trucks.